I'm Morgan Wetzel. I'm a junior at Rock Canyon High School in Colorado, and this is my PGC journey in school garden proposal. So first, I'm going to talk about me at the beginning of PGC versus now. It was a major change in my mindset mainly, in that I'm more aware of the products that I'm buying, whether that be clothes or food, and just overall in general, my impact on the planet. So yeah. And every day really brought me a new excitement to check my phone, see what the challenge was for that day. These are a few pictures of some of my favorite challenges that I did. It was always interesting, to see what I was going to do next. Okay, some of my most memorable aspects of PGC was traveling on the job, so to say. Me and my family went to Vermont in Canada, and it was really, while we were flying, it was Meatless Monday, and it was interesting to try vegetarian options while traveling and experience restaurants that I would not have otherwise. Also, the next day we were in the French part of Canada, and it was the day I made DIY toilet bowl cleaner. That was a great day. So I got all the ingredients, and then I noticed I didn't have a toilet bowl brush. So I asked the cleaning lady, "Can I have a toilet bowl brush?" And she didn't seem to speak much English at all. And she was like, oh, is your toilet overflowing? Call the front desk. And I was like, oh, no, it's fine. I ran back into the hotel room and I made it work, but it's that you get to really see those conversations you have with different people because of PGC. Also, pictures don't always say 1,000 words. Look at this picture of me riding my bike. I look great. And it was great. It was a great adventure. But I didn't notice the trail that I was taking was uphill and very steep. And so for a while, I had to just push my bike up. But I made it. I'm here. Yeah. This is also the same hill that I filmed my final video on, and this day it was snowing, and I had to push the car up the hill, which is a lot harder than pushing a bike. So, yeah. Okay, another amazing aspect of PGC is getting other people involved. I got to talk to my friends about period products, and I presented in front of my school's eco club, and it was interesting to be able to share my own opinions and ideas while also trading with other people. Okay, so why do I believe this is my project? So this is my climate action project, is to make a regenerative organic school garden. Yeah. So basically why I believe my school needs this is to help lessen my school's carbon emissions through carbon sequestration. And also this can also help students with team building skills and hands-on learning that they wouldn't get otherwise, and hopefully they will appreciate their food more because they actually helped grow and nurture it. Specifically why this project resonates with me is because of PGC. This has been an amazing journey, and it has broadened my horizons on everything that has been happening in the planet and the world, and that we can make a change, and that we actually do have a say and a voice. And I feel that by having a garden, this is the first step in a better future. So what I would specifically need to build a garden: money from grants and fundraisers, of course, donations from local nurseries or businesses. I also need a location, which I have a few in mind, but an admin approval of this location. Also designing the actual garden. I also have a few ideas there, what it's going to look like. I'll talk about it more later. But yeah. And then, of course, student help. I'm going to interact with as many students as I can to actually help build, maintain the garden. So my big goal is to have this garden built and kind of ready by spring 2020. And by the next semester over fall break, it will be all prepped to start planting after the summer. So it'll be all ready. I also want this to be as organic, as regenerative as possible, depending on how it goes, so to say. I also want to set up a composting at my school because we currently don't have one, and all soil needs good composting, as we've learned over this week. So yes, and then of course I want to have students be able to use this as much as possible in classes, use this garden as a teaching tool in the future. So this is a picture of a potential future. This is a square-foot garden that we could have outside, and we could have multiple of these depending on the funds that we receive, and they actually do hold a lot of plants in different crops. So what I've already done, I actually visited a neighboring school's garden called MV Farms, and I asked them what worked well and didn't work so well for them, so I have a lot of info on how I'm going to go on in the future. They gave me the supplies to make a mini mock-up garden, which is really cool, so I'm going to look into that definitely when I get back. I've also created a survey to get some like set data to show to my admin that students really do want gardens in the future. Then of course, the best thing is I found a grant that my school district provides specifically for sustainable projects such as building a garden. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for this amazing opportunity. These challenges have changed my life completely.